almost nostalgic to have you back in Manila. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
really? From the lockdowns, yeah? How is it for you, like being back after 3 years?
It's amazing. I mean, it left such a strong impression on me when I was here in 2019, and yeah, it was such an amazing show. It kicked off the Asia tour, my first Asia tour, so it was like really memorable. It just was a great start, and it was so the fans were so loud, and I didn't know that I had any fans over here, and now obviously just putting out music again. You know, I can see on analytics like where people are streaming my music, and people over here are still giving me a lot of love, and I just wanted to come over and just show that appreciation, and want to make sure that they know that I haven't forgotten about them as well.
Oh, that's nice.
I just really appreciate everyone sticking with me, and still supporting me. Obviously, after a long time of not putting out much music.
Yeah, imagine 2019. I feel like it was a blip, right? Like it was yesterday. We were talking about the last time you were here, the last interviews you were. I wanted to say because I'm pretty like an old millennial, but you were like a baby that time. How much have you grown through the lockdowns?
A lot. I feel like I feel like a new person. Like it's weird. Like, I mean, when you go from 17 to 20, like those like some of the most formative years where you change personality. You know, like every year you like different music. Every year you like different clothes. Like it's just such quick transitions, and it was weird to kind of do that by yourself. Like, you know, in lockdown, it was like, but it was, I don't know, it was amazing for me because I've been on the road for so long and just been being around so many people all the time, and then to just go back, you know, see my friends, see my family, live with my family again, and just figure everything out about myself was like really needed for me. I think it was special. Like I really cherished that time. As awful as the pandemic was, it was it was. I feel like if I just kept going and kept touring, I would have burnt out. Yeah.
But at least you said you kind of liked it, right? Because you could have you just went home and then work on your music. So how did it change throughout the lockdowns?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really work on much music until a bit later on. Like I think I was locked down for a few months and I just did nothing. And then I was like, okay, I should probably start writing this album. And I was just writing by myself and learning how to produce and trying to make demos myself, and that was a learning curve because I never really had to do it by myself before. I became a lot more self-sufficient. I'd always been in a room with someone helping me, so it was a good reality check, you know, to be like, all right, you need to figure out how to do this by yourself. And that was really great for me just to learn how to do that, and I wrote a lot of, you know, really sad existential songs because I was listening to a lot of folk music and singer-songwriter stuff, and this sort of genre that I had never really delved into before. So that was really exciting for me, and it was really inspiring. And then anyway, I had this like accumulated all these songs, and they were very different to what I put out before. And then I went to LA and I was like, you know, here's my album that I wrote. And everyone's like, dude, like you need to, like this is too much, like a bit too rogue. And I was like, oh, okay, like I get what you mean. And it never felt finished. Like I agreed with them, like, you know, with my producers and my team. They were like, it wasn't. It was so demo-y, it was so raw. So I was excited to just get back into the studio and make things sound refined and like professional again. And that was cool.
That's nice. So at least now you feel like you're really above it already. You grasped it with and met head on with your producers.
No, it was cool to bring like what I learned and also what I loved and just put that into this other world that I was, you know, used to, and where I feel like where actually all my strengths are. So yeah, the music on the album that's coming up is like definitely a mixture of all that, and trying to flood those influences without sounding like I'm being someone I'm not.
And also the last, because you said that you're still so surprised that back here the love is being shown. And I do remember the last interview you were saying that you were listening to Shanty Dope here in the Philippines. Are you listening to any new Filipino artists now?
There's a few that I've been put on to before I got here that I'm gonna be catching up with. This guy called Adi, I think. No, is that his name? Adi? I forgot his name. Sorry, he's great. Josh Cullen, I've been gonna catch up with. Kiana. I mean, Billy Davis, obviously, he's like one of a mate of mine in Melbourne who's Filipino, and he's an incredible piano player.
Wow. So that's nice. It's like a wider collab this time around, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But do you want to touch base with your fans here?
Yeah, of
Well, what are
course.
your plans?
Yeah, I'm doing a show tomorrow at the Venice Grand. Well, let's see what it is.
Yes, it's in McKinley.
Venice Grand Canal
Yeah.
tomorrow at 7 p.m. So
Okay.
you can get a shot of that.
All right.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool to see everyone again. I've already seen a bunch of the people at the airport, which is cool. And yeah, it's like a mall show, which I've only done once before. I did it in Thailand, and that was like one of the most insane shows I've ever played. It was like a free show where people just rocked up, and there were so many people. And yeah, hopefully it's something like that.
Oh, that's not. But online, were you in touch with your fans?
Yeah. I've like gone into like this Discord a little bit. I've only just started using Discord, which is like a fun platform where you can just like talk to specific fans from different countries and stuff. And yeah, that was cool.
And after this, would you care to share your schedule where your fans can? Where are you hopping off after the Philippines, or are you going to the islands?
I would love to. I would really love to. I really wanted to spend a few days just on a surf trip and just just disconnect again and just probably spend time in the Philippines without any work. But no, I can't. That's annoying. I'm gonna go home, shoot music videos, and get this album prepared. Yeah.
That's nice. And of course, what do you want us to enjoy the most with this album?
The songs.
Of course, but what I mean, like what lyrics? Because you
yeah.
said you smoothened it, right?
Yeah, no, it was definitely there's a lot of work that went into it and a lot of refining. So I don't know. I feel like I want people to listen. The lyrics I'm really proud of. There's like that's what I spend a lot of the time on. Like the lyrics and the melodies is like what I spend the most time on. That's like where you're getting me. Production is like, all my boy Fez is I've been working with since I was like 12, and it's like this is his baby as much as it is mine. So yeah, I'm really excited for how people react to his work as well, because I think he's just absolutely smashed it. Yeah, like the visuals as well. I'm really excited for people to see that, like to see where all the inspiration came from, and yeah, the visuals are really important to me. That's like it's always really fun to have something come with the song to kind of take it into a new world. So.
All right.